Hey, Vinicius Brazil, and I want to welcome you to my latest listing at 2796 Donovan Avenue, and I'm doing my 360 virtual tour of this home, where I'm going to walk you around and show you some of the ins and outs of this home. All right, so let's get started. So I'm right here, right in front. Now, this property is situated on Donovan and on the corner of Bowers, so it does get a fair amount of traffic on that side. One of the nice aspects of it is it's pretty convenient as well. You've got a shuttle that comes out and stops right over here off of Bowers that apparently takes you directly to the Google campus. And I think there are some other shuttles for other companies, so you might want to check if your company stops there as well. So I'm just kind of taking you around the front here to kind of get an idea of what that looks like. You've got a really good side yard here. I'm going to walk you through to take a look, but just to kind of give you an idea of what your front yard looks like. You've got this brick column, kind of wrought iron, I would say, or metal fencing on this side of the house. You see a lot of brickwork over here. And you've got a pretty good sized driveway here to accommodate a couple of cars. You'll notice just over here to my left, there is a fire hydrant there as well. And there is a bit of a red zone over there on the front. All right, and then right over here, you've got your other gate to your other side yard. We're not gonna go straight to the back. We're gonna go through the front door and take a look at the inside of the house first. All right. So immediately upon coming inside, you're in this really spacious living room here, and I'm gonna close the door. And you can see immediately after closing the door, a lot of the noise has been knocked down. The house does have dual pane windows, which really helps insulate some of the noise from outside. And you can just see inside the spacious living room. I don't have the dimensions, but if you're interested in the dimensions, you can access the 2D floor plan on our property website, 2796donovan.com. And just to let you know that this room right here, it was an add-on. So this was added on in 1988 by a previous owner. The original house, I'm estimating, was probably around about 1,200 square feet, and it ended right at where we see this wall here. So this was the original living room, and I'll go into that space in a little bit. So this was added on, and you can see that door over there is the door to the garage, and we'll take a quick look inside there as well. And light on, and you can kind of see. So you've got laundry here in the garage. You've got your water heater here in the garage, automatic door or automatic door opener, and of course a typical roll-up door you see. The owner has painted the garage floor to make it a little bit cleaner. It's somewhat finished. You've got the sheetrock over the walls, nothing on the ceiling of the garage, but definitely much cleaner than many of the garages you may see with exposed beams, or I should say exposed framing. So I'm not quite sure what the dimensions of this garage are, but typically the garages in Darvon Park are a bit larger than what we see in many other tracks. They're usually about 400 to 450 square feet. So they're a little bit deeper, which is nice because you've got some space here for laundry. When you bring the car up, you've got still enough room to access your laundry if you're gonna plan on parking indoors. Now let's go ahead back into the living room, and you can kind of take a look from this angle. You've got a nice, large, spacious entry and some really good space here to put a large seating area, a large sectional, and that wall opposite of me, you can see, can accommodate a pretty good sized TV. Right, and let's go through here. So this was the original living space of the house, and it's got a little coat closet here. You can kind of take a look there, and then it has the original fireplace. And what they did is they added up a sunroom or a pretty large skylight here, which I think is a great idea. Otherwise, this room probably would have been fairly dark because the nearest windows are the windows from that front room. And you've got some windows also off of the kitchen, which is just over here to the left of me. But this really brightens up the space and also adds some light to that front room as well. So You can kind of take a look here. It's a really nice skylight that brightens this space up with some natural light. You've got some built-ins, and it's a good size living space. This was the original living room, so it's gonna be very comfortable. Again, not as large as that front room, but very functional. We've got it set up here with a nice sofa chase and a desk area. The owners that lived here, they had this set up where their kids would play, so they would just put like a large rug down here, maybe a playpen, some storage cubicles to put toys, and that made it very convenient for them. And of course, it was right off the kitchen as well. So the kitchen is, as you can see, pretty good size for your typical Santa Clara kitchen. It's got a large island and lots of cabinet space. We've also got a really comfortable dining area as well that can accommodate a lot of people. And just walking around this kitchen, you can kind of get an idea of, what it would be like to work here. You've got granite slab countertops, stainless steel appliances, gas cooking, of course. Now this is a JennAir or KitchenAid range. It's got a downdraft, if you notice there. We've got a built-in microwave, of course the refrigerator there as well. But overall, really nice space in this kitchen. And one of the things that the owner recently did is refinish these kitchen cabinets. And you'll notice through the house, they've installed this luxury vinyl plank flooring that looks really good and it feels really nice as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and I've just kind of come out this other way. You've got two accesses here, one from the far left of me, and then one just coming straight off where it'll split either to the kitchen or to the wing where all the bedrooms are located. So let's go ahead and go there. Actually, I'll hang out here at this angle too, so you can kind of take a look what that looks like and get a better look. And you've got some cabinetry here, a little linen closet that you can use to store your linens, and it's actually fairly deep. You've got up and down. And then of course you've got your original hall bath. It's got a nice, good size vanity here. You've got a tub over shower combination and a toilet. And overall, this is a pretty good space for a Santa Clara bathroom. Typically, you don't have this large of a vanity, and sometimes the toilet and tub can be pretty tight, making it hard to, bathe kids. But in this case, it's actually very comfortable. So, a nice spacious bath here. And just moving down the hallway, we've got our 3 bedrooms. But before I get into that, this is where your furnace is located. So the owner just changed the AC. The furnace was changed a couple years ago. I don't have the date right off the top, but we do have all the permits disclosed, and that was something that was done by the previous owner and permitted. And you can kind of see over here, this is the guest bedroom. And I'm gonna move my camera gear out of the way here and get a better look. So this is the smaller of the 3 bedrooms. It's got a sliding door closet. So definitely you can fit a nice twin bed here, a little desk area, or you might choose to go ahead and just make this an office. And here is one of the larger guest bedrooms. So this is actually a pretty good size for a guest bedroom by Santa Clara standards. You've got a queen size bed here with some really large nightstands, a sliding door closet, and a nice window here overlooking the south side. So this one gets some pretty good light into this room pretty much most of the day. So it stays fairly bright. And then we're gonna go into our master bedroom over here. So dimension wise, I believe this one is a little bit longer. Again, if you want those dimensions, you can access the floor plan at 2796 Donovan Avenue. It's got a really large sliding door closet here, and I'll just kind of open that up so you can take a look and see what it's like. So it's got a little bit of built-in shelving here. It also has the access for the crawl space located here as well. And you can see a good amount of width here. This is a queen size, but certainly could accommodate a king. if you want a king in here, and you can see the nightstands are also fairly good size as well. And here is your master bath, or your ensuite bathroom. It's pretty simple. You've just got a toilet, pedestal sink here, and of course a little stall shower here. Again, you can get the dimensions online for that. And then just over here is the garage, right? Oops. This is the garage on this side of the house. So if you did want to expand maybe this bathroom, you could potentially maybe expand it into the garage. I don't know exactly how that would look. That's a possibility. On the other side of this wall is the other bathroom. So I'm not sure how easy that would be, but you could certainly take a look at that as a possibility, or maybe potentially, if you expand it out that way, you could probably push everything over here, or maybe add another bathroom over here and maybe expand into this bathroom. All right, so let's go take a look outside. So here we are in the backyard. It's got a spacious backyard. Now there was a pool here at one time that got filled in. They put in this artificial grass and this kind of raised planter bed over here. You've got these jacaranda trees in the back. When they fill up, it's gonna provide you a lot of privacy on this side of the house. And it's fairly shaded, as you can see. Again, the south is in this direction to my left, so it's got wonderful southern exposure. If you're considering getting solar, this would be great. You've got probably, throughout the entire day, getting good exposure for your solar cells. And we're gonna go down this side and take a look at the side of the house over here. So over here on the side of the yard, you've got your main electrical panel over here. You've got your gas meter. There's a connection here for what used to be potentially a water softener system right over here. There's a very old satellite system over here that's probably not being put to use, that maybe when you change your roof, you can remove that. And of course, you've got areas where you store your garbage receptacles. Here's your gate leading to your front yard. And right over here. So now I'm going to take you over to your other side of the house. And you've got your AC condenser here. And you've got this very large shed, as you can see. I'm going to walk down over here. And this is a nice shed for additional storage, right? We've put some extra flooring here. There's the paint here. And it could be possibly finished, this shed, if you wanted to. Or of course you can remove it as well. All right, let's go back in and take another look at the house. As you can see, very bright, really spacious, and a lot of good living space here. So thanks again for joining me on this virtual tour, or virtual 360 tour of this house. If you've got any questions, feel free to follow up directly. We are open Saturday and Sunday. You can contact me at 408-582-3272 or send me an email at info@thebrazilgroup.com. Thanks again.